Inflation just spiked. Keep your wits about you. We're down an Exalizer, working on backups. Exalizer spent. Spent Exalizer has been retired.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
We're down an Exalizer, working on backups. The struggle has its benefits. Spent Exalizer has been retired.
Enough reactant to open your relic.
Exalizer spent. Exalizer spent. Exolizer suppressed. Purge it before it makes the contamination worse. We're down an Exolizer, working on backups. See what you make of this. Now the Exolizer's purged. Any casualties you inflict within its field will bring the contamination level down. Exolizer has been retired. Exolizer spent. Down an Exolizer, working on backups. Spent Exolizer has been retired. Our enemy's folly is your game. Exolizer spent. We're down an Exolizer, working on backups. Exolizer has been retired. Exolyzer, working on backups. This discovery might interest you. Exolyzer has been retired. Exolyzer spent.
Open the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside. Exolyzer, working on backups. We just lost an Exolyzer to possession. Get it back.
How's it going, Baron?
The Exolyzer's performance. Clear them out to get the system working full steam. Spent Exolyzer has been retired. Ah, the void has manifested something other than a nightmare. Exolyzer spent. Exolyzer spent. Spent Exolyzer has been retired. Levels going in the wrong direction. We're down an Exolyzer. Working on backups. See what you make of this. Exolyzer spent.
Your relic is opened.
Exolyzer. Working on backups. Spent Exolyzer has been retired. This discovery might interest you.
I've got Arcane Sculptor on here, so it really helps with efficiency. It's insane. Look at this spam we can do here.
We're down an Exalizer. Working on backups. Spent Exalizer has been retired.
I'm the same.
Just lost an Exalizer to possession. Get it back. Now the Exalizer's purged. Any casualties you inflict within its field will bring the contamination level down. Spent Exalizer has been retired. Struggle has its benefits. Exalizer suppressed. Purge it before it makes the contamination worse. Exalizer spent. We're down an Exalizer. Working on backups.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Spent Exalizer has been retired. We just lost an Exalizer to possession. Get it back. Cascade intensifying. Keep any roaming thrax away from that Exalizer until it discharges. That'll make this Cascade in the butt. Exolizer spent. Enemy bounty secured.
Give me 2 minutes. Sorry, folk. I was on a fucking long phone call there to a friend. So, with this Vauban, what have I changed? I've given him the Prisma Obex Incarnate because why? Well, we can charge an Incarnate very quickly by just grouping the dudes up like this. And it gives us 40% parkour velocity. Also, we can make it AoE with our first augment. So let's get this up to 6 combo. Right? Now we throw this down. Now we've got AoE potential because it detonates. And then when we pull people in, look at this. Easy ground finishers. So this is a game changer. You get your instant 40% combo straight away. And look at our parkour velocity. And we can also, you know, we've got influence so we can nuke and spam it. But, you know, they have terrible range naturally. So we just group people up with it and then just fucking finisher them.
Spent Exolizer has been retired.
But I am so rusty. I haven't played this game in so long. I'm barely playing it now.
Exolizer suppressed. Purge it before it makes the contamination worse. Now the Exolizer's purged. Any casualties?
So yeah, the Obex I think is the best in slot for Vauban right now. For you know, we've got parkour velocity, we've got all sorts from it. It's brilliant. Then, you know, the grouping and the AoE potential is nice as well, but it's mostly just for me getting that fast parkour velocity because I don't really melee that much with Vauban. We can do this quickly and then we can ground finisher them, and then if you've got that first augment on them, you know, easily nuking big amounts of enemies. And plus, if we're in Bastille, look, we get the decent armor buff too, which gives us an extra 80% finisher damage, which is nice. But basically, I just like this because we get really good parkour velocity from it. I done a video as well talking about the Ballistica and all the other new incarnates. I think Vauban's the best in slot as well right now for the Vectis because, again, with our first augment, we can turn any weapon into AoE. So our Vectis can become a great AoE weapon on top of, you know, you're not needing to use the scope because you just lift everybody up with Vauban and easily kill them. I have not played this in a long fucking time, and I feel completely rusty and out of place here, but I'm sure I'll survive because, you know, with Vauban we can just turn off the enemy's AI, they can't hurt us. The only things we need to worry about is Eximus. We're basically invincible to most normal enemies, they're all suspended. But Tenacon, I'll watch bits of it, I'll watch it for the rewards, but to be honest, I don't give a shit about it. You know, I don't really give a shit about it. I should have seen the Ballistica, because the Ballistica is just fucking broken. The multiplicative damage the Ballistica is doing is off the scale. And then, you know, like this, look with this, we can just ground finisher everybody and get our parkour velocity up. And then we need to build our combo as well, so if we catch these guys over here, this combo build back up again. But everybody's dying with melee influence before we can even build it up. So the Stug as well, he's quite good with the Stug too. You can easily, I should have took Stug too, I don't know what I was thinking, I just went into my go-to sort of Cascade stuff because I needed to make a bit of platinum and I've not been playing lately, so I thought I'll take something comfortable. I do Obex because I'm comfortable with that, because it's just a fucking parkour start stick. Get this combo built up here. But then again, I'm not in the right room for everybody, which is quite annoying for the rest of the people I'm playing with. So if we throw that down there, pull the people, then throw a second one that's just suspending them, I'll armor strip them as well. Look at that, 1.2 million. And I think that's 2 damage if I'm not mistaken. And on top of this, we've now got AoE potential from our first augment, should just wipe out everybody. When it attaches to them, obviously, then it pulls them down like that. We should be able to do decent damage. I want to build this fucking combo up though, come on. Come on, 5x, come on. There we go, 5x. Now we should do decent damage. Oh shit, shouldn't be shooting him. Showing how rusty I am right now. So if we look at this, you know, now we can easily AoE kill people, just stand here, fucking pull them in, and AoE kill them like this. We'll get to this group here. So let's see how we get on with this. They're grouped up, and look at that, decent enough damage that they're all going to die, 2 damage. And we got that first augment, which is giving us more AoE. So how's things with you, Baron? It's been a while since I've played this. I just had complete burnout because the last 2 updates, in my opinion, were fucking awful. I done a fully level cap, and that's the last time I really done any Cascade. What about you? Have you been playing much lately? What have you frames you've been playing or interactions you've been testing? I'm zipping about here really fast as well, and it's brilliant. So we'll group these guys up, throw down a second one for the AoE, and look at that. We can just ground finish everybody that comes in our vicinity, which is pretty cool. Definitely a different way to play. We've got that repelling Bastille, so it should keep up our armor strip constantly now, because I swapped it Equilibrium for Arcane Sculptor. Pull them in, throw another armor strip out. And then ground finisher. Oh, we got our combo up again. Our damage is good enough with that. Oh, I love Grendel. I absolutely love Grendel. My Grendel level caps with no fucking helmet, and he just obliterates everything. Health tanks everything too, because, you know, my Grendel, well, not my Grendel, the Grendel setup can just out heal any potential damage it takes by going into the ball, and we can't die. We're healing more than they can damage us at level cap, and then you just nuke everything with Gastro, which is hilarious. Let's see if we can get some nuking potential here with Obex. Everybody was talking about Valkyr. I done a damage cap with Valkyr video with the Obex, but Vauban is such a good candidate for the Obex, because we've got our great AoE with our 1, and then we just group them up and we do 2 damage with our finishers. And if we stand inside a second Bastille, we get that 1000% armor. Look at this. Look at that. The armor here. Where is it? Shit, it's disappeared. Where's it gone? The armor thing was there. It's there. It's that Infinity logo, armored finisher next to that. And then also, we'll just get this combo back quite quick, hopefully. Oh, we're lost. Oh. Yeah. Oh, you were in our clan, were you? Who is this? Who am I talking to? But, you know, the problem with our clan, as much as I love everybody that I'm friends with. Oh yeah, I remember you. Um, it's such a dead clan. I wish we had more people willing to do Cascade. It's just me and Aqua basically all the time playing Cascade and trying out things. I wish there was more people willing to do level caps. Because, you know, that's what my main focus is, doing level caps. Got to get through all the frames until I've level capped them all. I think I'm about 80% of the way there. There's certain frames that I've got no experience with, so I can't. The likes of Limbo, I really don't know much about. Avara, I don't know much about, so I'm not going to attempt them for a long time. Hopefully Limbo will be reworked by then.
Working on backups. We're down an Exalizer. Working on backups.
But yeah, that's my main focus, is trying to get the level cap on most of the frames. It's combo up. Oh yeah, there's new Railjack 2, they reworked that, but you know something, I've not put any interest in it or effort into it yet, but yeah, it seems to be quite popular. There was a crazy steel essence farm in that new Railjack, but I think it's all been patched now. It was something like 600 steel essence an hour people were getting in Railjack. I got a combo up again. So since Foley's Hunt, I really haven't played much. I've fucked around with the new Incarnants. Like, I keep glazing Bob and saying he's the best for the new Incarnants because we get easy headshots or grouping, which these new Incarnants really, really want. And definitely the Obex is his best now melee weapon for hardcore velocity and how easily you can, you know, get the Obex charged up and shit.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Oh, Uriel, yeah. Uriel's pretty cool.
Spent Exalizer has been retired.
Very strong.
Enemy's folly is your game.
I like Uriel. I thought he was cool. Him and Temple felt a bit too familiar. I think we needed more variety with that. High Strix's nice, that's quite expensive, that. But yeah, the Foley frame was cool, crazy damage, just absolutely crazy. But I've just been bored. In the last two frames, their subsume's better than them. Their subsume's crazy. If you put the last frame's subsume on, like, Wisp, the damage is insane. Heat damage that bounces around the whole room. Vauban can use it as well. Rhino can absolutely obliterate stuff with that Jade Light. No, what's it? Jade's Constellation it's called. Foley's the ink one, yeah. The one I'm talking about now with the really good subsume is Orion and Sirius. So it's kind of like a Wukong type frame where there's a clone going about, but you can choose what frame you play as. So there's 8 abilities and you can kind of tag them in and out by holding down their one. They're quite bland and mundane, but their subsumed Jade Constellation is like insane heat damage AoE, which you can put on other frames like Rhino or Wisp, and it's just crazy levels of damage. Basically, any frame that has an ability that will do damage over time ability, like Wisp's one with emotes, if you pair that with the Jade Constellations, it's just really crazy heat damage. And then obviously Vauban can throw down his Flechette Orb and do good damage with that, so the Jade Constellation subsume works there too. I think Grandel's Gastro would be another candidate for it. Jeez, my aim is off. But yeah, I'm just everything's feeling a bit stagnant. I think they need to take out some game-changing stuff. If they take out some sort of, I'm not saying another melee influence, but think about how much melee influence changed the game. It then made so many shit melee weapons that had maybe no crit in it, then become AoE monsters. I think that's what they were going to maybe try and think in a reverse way for that new Arcane that takes things like AoE bow and arrows and shit, and it turned them into, instead of being AoE, it'll channel all that damage in a single target weapon. Oops. I think that's what they were doing for that arcane compression or whatever it was. But arcane sculptor, that's definitely an arcane you should look into if you come back. If your Warframe creates an object, so like think of Proteus turrets or Vauban throwing down his Bastille. If you create an object, you get 175% efficiency for 12 seconds. So with my Vauban, I have it up constantly because the minute I throw down any of my abilities, basically, the 1, the 2, and the 3, I get 175% efficiency, and then I just, cast it every 12 seconds, and I've got 175% efficiency. So my 1's doing electric damage, so I'm proccing Archon Stretch, and I'm regaining energy every second, and then my Nourish is doubling that energy regen. I presume Blood Altar will. There's a list on the wiki. Basically anybody that creates an object is going to get it. I know that Gara can do it with her Shattered Lash, so that and Spectre Siphon, you're going to have infinite energy. I don't know if Grendel would work with it, but basically anybody that's going to have a little object going about will have infinite energy. Which is a game changer for people that maybe struggled with energy before, or frames that struggled with energy before. Sculptor is a godsend. I can't imagine not having it on my Vauban. I never struggled with energy before, but it's so synergistic that I love it. I have to have it. What's going on here?
This cascade is growing out of control.
What we got? 66. About halfway level cap now. So if I just cast my 1 once, I'm getting 175% efficiency, and the ability is turning any single target weapon into an AoE nuke. So I can't not have Sculptor on it. I've got passive free energy regen too, which is excellent. Where the fuck am I going? I am lost. Oh, here we go. This dude's going to get wiped out straight away with Vauban just lifting him, and they're just not a threat at all. I think he's honestly one of the easiest frames to get to level cap with. Because you're turning off anybody's AI of attacking you at all unless they're excellent. And then you're grouping them as well. It's just busted. Look at this. None of these guys are going to be able to hurt me at all, or any of the team, unless they've got, Overguard. And then the Flechette Orb, look, it's just tearing through over. What's this Overguarded guy here? It's not going to be a threat. Throw down Flechette, watch this. Now his Overguard's gone, now he's grouped, now he's dead. Just not a threat at all. So survivability really isn't an issue either. The minute that the Thrax spawn too, they're just wiped out. Look at the Overguard, it was just melted. Because the Flechette's just going to do so much damage. I'm fucking sick of these level cap people. Sick of these fucking people. Yeah, people join in for a level cap. Like, I get it. I just say no. I can't come along because I can't commit to it. I've got shit. I can't commit because I've got to take my daughter out or something. So I'm not going to join because I know I don't have a definite like round about 2 hours free. It's simple. I'm sure you can find somebody else that's willing to go at fair distance, but not to level cap. You know, it just ruins everybody else's run, and it's not cool. That's why I haven't level capped in so long, because I haven't had the free time to do it, and I don't want to fuck the run up when you guys could maybe go and get a lot more resourceful stuff instead of me having to leave halfway through, which just fucks it all up. That efficiency is just insane. Really crazy efficiency. I can just spam abilities and regen it almost as quick as I'm spamming it. Look at that, it's just not going down at all, and it's going back up again. Just crazy. You know, lock off this area before the Thrax spawns in. No, they still haven't done that, and it would be such an easy fix, would it? It would be such an easy fix. I don't know why they can't just press hold square to fix Actualizer. You know, fix it. It's time old. It's such an easy fix, surely, DE. Come on, fix the Actualizer. At this point, I'm going to print out t-shirts saying fix the Actualizer. Look, the AI, these guys are turned off. They can't damage us. We're golden. So now we've got insane speed from the Obex and insane speed from, you know, throwing down Robin's held fast here, which I barely ever use because his damage is so good you don't even fucking need it. Look at the damage this thing does here. We're not even orange critting yet. 43 million. That's killing any level cap person one tick. Then if we implement an armor strip as well, it's over. You know, one tick. There's nothing surviving that. So we can just go an ability only run, or I do like to have guns as well, but you know, it's so easy to go a level cap with just abilities. Look at this guy here. He's only a threat right now while he's got Eximus. While he's got Overguard. We take away that Overguard, he is a pussy. Nothing he can do. Overguard guy, we throw down this, we get rid of that Overguard. He's got no armor. Our dog's giving us Overguard as well, because our dog can proc secondary fortifier. That's a good question. I don't know if they do. I haven't looked into it. Because I'm just doing so much damage without even using it. You know, look at the damage we're doing. It scales to level cap. So I've never really needed to invest in that much. You know, the minute that Arcane Hotshot's scaling up our crit chance, the dog's proccing that as well. So, you know, between Arcane Hotshot, the dog, we've got great survivability and great potential for damage. It's really, really good. And then we've got AoE potential with our 1 as well. Oh shit, I lost that. Fuck. You know, our 1's going to nuke people when the Tesla Nervos attach them. Oh, what the fuck. Nobody got anything. Yeah, so I think we need some sort of new cool arcanes that really change the builds up a bit. You know, like when they put the potential to put melee influence on Exalted Blade, that fucking made Excalibur one of my favourite frames. Straight away, I absolutely loved Excalibur, and I know you could say, yeah, meta slop influence. It completely changed the way you play Excalibur. I've took Excalibur at level cap multiple times. You just press 1, you're immortal, nuking whole rooms. It's fucking busted. You got a multiplicative damage buff up to 1000% with his third augment. That on melee influence is ludicrous. You don't even need crit chance. Give him Nourish, give him electric, pure electric Exalted Blade, or maybe electric magnetic, that's what I like. And then you just absolutely decimate everything up to level cap. chaining Immortal around the room. This Obex is so fun. This parkour velocity is brilliant. Struggling to maintain the combo though. Everybody's dying quick. I've constantly got this 1500 Overguard 2 from the Hound that's really, really nice. Whether I'm shooting or not shooting, I kind of keep it up all the time. I broke it there, but then though, you know, like, see that I'm gating the Overguard back. See that? It was coming back just as quick as it was breaking.
Cascade receding.
So we killed this guy here. Look at this nuke. Look at that. Everybody exploded because that dude had the one augment on him. So I definitely feel rusty, but Robin's just so easy to play that it's hard to fuck this up, really. Oh shit. Now we can lock off these areas before the Thrax even spawn in them, which is a really handy thing I love about his kit. You know, the minute the Thrax spawns, he'll just be suspended the minute that we... No, if we throw a flechette down here and we suspend this area, we throw a flechette down here and suspend this area, the minute it gets through there, look, he just becomes useless. He can't do anything, he gets lifted. Yeah, this Obex Incarnate here, what it does is it does finisher damage, which is insane, and it gives us 40% parkour velocity. So this is the best parkour velocity tool in the game now. So if you give it to Ash with Ash's 3, you can then AoE finisher to kill people. It does AoE finisher explosions. Let's see if I can show you what it's like. I'll charge it up here. It's really, really good. So if you give it to Valkyr, if you give it to Ash with his 3, if you give it to Rhino with Roar, the Obex is extremely strong, and Vauban is really good with it because we can group people up quite easily and just finisher kill them and easily do mercy kills with it when they're on the ground. So if I don't fuck this up here, throw people in, throw down some armor strip, get an Incarnate farm. Right, we're in Incarnate now. Now we can start to do the finishers. That dual daggers, yeah, they were cool with the finisher damage. I remember what you're on about because I gave them to Varuna once. So now we can do finishers on these guys as they're pulled in, and we've got AoE potential too, and we've got double AoE because we've got this one augment too. So it's nice. You can just kind of camp and finisher everybody, which is cool. So we've got an Incarnate Obex, Incarnate Vectis, Incarnate Distreza. Is that 1, 2, 3? Incarnate Stug, and Incarnate Ballistica Prime. That's the new ones, and they're all pretty good. The weakest are the Vectis and this Stug, I'd say. But you know, the Vectis does cold AoE damage on headshots, kind of like a weaker Sporothrix. But if you give it to Vauban with his first augment, you can just turn it into an AoE monster. The Ballistica is multiplicative damage. Yeah, Incarnate Stug, you look it up. It's okay. It's okay. I should have took it here. I forgot to bring it in here. You can either go Cascadia, Flare, Heat, Corrosive Magnetic, and outsource your Viral. So by that would do AoE killing that finisher there, which is really nice. See if I can kind of showcase it here, but everybody's dying just instantly. Ballistica is just a really, really strong secondary. It kind of feels like a better Lex Incarnate. Distreza turning into... Distreza is basically an Incarnate Siam now, which is really nice. But they all synergize well with Vauban because we can easily headshot by suspended enemies, or if we need to group, we can easily group. So it really suits all these new Incarnates well. So the Vectis and the Stug I'd say are the weakest choices out of the new ones. Ballistica and Obex would be my go-tos. What I would get first if I was going to get them all. I just got the Platinum and bought them all though. You know, bought the Incarnate adapters. I could be arsed doing that Deviri shit. I hate Deviri. That's something that needs a rework. This fucking Hydroid's stealing all my guys. I want to be able to Obex them. Lavos. Lavos as well. Lavos with the Sancti Magistar, imbuing it with electric and modding it for heat. You have a health tank that heals every slam, status immune, and doing influence with a slam Magistar, spreading heat and electric across whole maps. It is one of the most crazy ways I've seen Lavo played. It was a guy that I was playing Cascade with done it, and it is hilarious to play Lavos that way. It's so easy. Jump, slam, influence, full heal, jump, slam, influence, and electric heat is just spreading everywhere. It is wild. Definitely a really fun way to play Lavos, and probably the easiest way to take Lavos to level cap is, you know, the Slam Sancti Magistar build. It is so good. Yeah, well, that's it. Lavos for a while was my main, believe it or not, until I just started really getting it involving. But yeah, Lavos is really fun. I had him before just as a sort of jack of all trades, you know, valence formation, swift bite. But now I heavily invested into just 5 blue health shards, arcane persistence, and then just the Sancti Magistar. I subsumed Well of Life on him, and Arcane Sculptor, because his 3 can proc Arcane Sculptor. So you got infinite refreshes of all your abilities because his efficiency's up so high, and it just works so good. Honestly, it's so good. Just give the Magistar, Sancti Magistar, which heals you on slam, influence, and Bob's your uncle. Nothing surviving. You can get to level cap and out heal any potential damage before, you know, anybody can really damage it. It's wild. I'm not even killing people now. I'm just kind of trying to charge this. Oh yeah, that's thingy ward, elemental ward. Yeah, I had the Well of Life, and you know, you just Well of Life one enemy and you can't die. You're healing more health than they can damage you. Then the Sancti Magistar slams on top of that. It's overkill. Nothing can kill you. Nidus as well. Just I absolutely love Nidus for end game content now. Now that they reworked Nidus as larva burst, I believe it scales with level. It definitely scales with the amount of enemies you grab. So Nidus as larva burst is really good right now. I was using Nidus as larva burst with Jade Constellations because it was then doing toxin and heat damage, which was quite crazy and funny. So the reworked Nidus, that's something else you missed. He's extremely good now. He's getting up to like 30,000 health now, and he's out healing just with Arcane Grace, because Arcane Grace is percentage of your health. So if you've got Nidus with 20,000 health and Arcane Grace, you're healing more than they can damage you. So you're immortal under Jade Light X Miss at level cap. Effortless level cap with Nidus. Inaros, he's the same. So Inaros can use the Obex here to do AoE finisher kills. Like, Robin's not really worried about Violence because Violence can't turn off the Flechette Orbs. The Flechette Orb, watch this, is going to kill him so easily. As long as he didn't get to me, I can slow him down, see? And I can just walk in circles while the Flechette Orb kills him. Goodbye. Because the Flechette Orb's classed as like a... not really an ability, it's classed as like something you throw down that's independent. Violence can't turn it off. So you never got to worry about him with Robin. Yeah, and arrows can do AoE finisher kills with the Obex because you get that augment for the sand cats that open them up to finishers, and then, you know, you create more sand cats, and it's also AoE explosions, which is really nice. To 8, not long now till we're at level cap. 108. Yeah, it's 108, it's level cap. This fucking Hydroid. Should have went health tank, he would have survived a lot easier than shield gating. Yeah, still full of fucking really cringe, weird people that say suspect stuff. That, you know, if you say something that doesn't politically align with them, you're called a Nazi and you're kicked out of region chat, yet they can talk about feet and femboys and really weird shit all the time. Yeah, you're ostracized as a bigot if you say something they don't like. It's fucked up. I usually turn off fucking region chat. Usually I have it turned off. I sometimes turn it on to give advice or call out terrible takes on Warframes, but typically I can't look at it for within a minute there's somebody talking about feet. Now if that's what you're into, that's fine. I don't care what you're into. Behind closed doors, you do what you want. I'm not here to judge. But to just be openly talking about this shit in region chat when we know that kids might be playing Warframe, I don't think that's acceptable. I understand it's an over 18 game. But, you know, you just still... I couldn't be writing shit like that in region chat, knowing that there could be a kid fucking playing the game, seeing what you're writing. Yeah, they claim to be so inclusive in region chat, but the minute you say something they don't agree with, you're banned, you bigot! How inclusive of you. You ban me because you don't agree with me politically. Has anybody seen the trailers for the new Hellraiser game? My girlfriend loves Hellraiser. It's her favourite horror film. She's got quite a following on Instagram now. She's got about 20,000 followers on Instagram. So she started to do a bit of streaming on Twitch. And she's really excited for this Hellraiser game coming out. I've got a webcam, but I just think if I show my face and I've got any female watchers, you know, I'm that beautiful that every woman that sees my face might instantly become pregnant. You know, because I'm that beautiful. So that's why I don't use my webcam. Plus, Sony, the fucking assholes, Sony do not let you use a webcam unless it's the Sony webcam. So you can't even put your face in the corner. Oh, come on. He's not going, is he? Uh-oh. This is when you really appreciate Robin. You get covered in a situation like this, you throw down a few flechette, and look at that. The overguard's gone, and you got nothing to worry about. 6.7 million a tick. And then, you know, no overguarded enemies, you got nothing to worry about. Everybody in this area cannot shoot us or damage the whole team. They're all... AI is basically turned off. Look at them, they're suspended. Well, that's the Hydroid, but you get what I'm getting at. I wish the Hydroid didn't overrule the fucking lifting from Vauban, because it's far better that I lift him than he does. Throw down flechettes. What sort of damage are we doing in this dude here? Couple of million. Now he's got an overguard. Now he's fucked. Yeah, so the Hellraiser game looks like it might be quite interesting. I was playing Cyberpunk. This is all I do. This is all I do, Melon. I can't be arsed playing anything else. There's nothing else that rewards us as well. And there's nothing as challenging and as fun as Cascade, in my opinion. They're talking about they're going to rework the Devils, the Uriel, you know, the Uriel things that was like the different levels of platforms and the fire everywhere. They're talking they're going to maybe rework that to have Incarnans as rewards, because they don't like that people have to wait so many weeks for Incarnan rewards. So maybe that'll become more fun to do. I always drone on about this. If we could get some sort of daily EDA or TDA, you know, temporal deep arc media, all that sort of stuff, if we could get a daily one that you could go into and, you know, pay, say, let's say 10 steel essence for a run, and you can do it as much times as you want, as long as you have steel essence. It would give you reasons to farm up a lot of steel essence, and then you could do a daily type temporal deep media or EDA, and you could get, oh shit, I went down, and you could get something like, not just fucking shards that I've got thousands of, something like, it could give us, I don't know, maybe a gold vaulted relic part that is not in rotation just now. Something like that. And that would be a good thing if we could get daily things like that. Daily, EDA. but it costs steel essence to go in it. But you got a lot better rewards. You know, maybe you got a vaulted part, or maybe you got ribbons, or maybe you got, you know, a 3-day mod booster. Things like that. Things that aren't just shards and arcane hotshot, because that's all we really care about in these things at this point, is it? So give us some sort of elite thing to do that we can do. That costs maybe steel essence, so you actually have to fight for it to get in it. That would make me happy. That would give me something to do when Cascade's not up. I would go, right, I'm going to farm steel essence so I can have a shot at these new dungeons that give us new shit. You know, maybe it could scale a level cap too. You know, every few levels, the enemies go up 100 levels. Yeah, get a heap more corpus boots. Lots of corpus boots. That'll do me. Let's get let's get rid of this dudes here and take the threat away. Stack up our hotshot. Come on. And give us some heat. Come on. Give us some hotshot. I was thinking of trying the unseen dread to go invisible and use an arcane crepuscular, because then we would get an extra 1.2 crit damage on Vobin's flechette orbs as well. And we could easily, you know, if we group these people up here, the unseen dread would hit them so effortlessly. Oh shit, went down again. I'm talking too much shit and not concentrating. No problem, first try. Keep forgetting to charge up my first ability and get this great, oh shit. Shouldn't have killed him.
Cascade is approaching critical levels. Your time is running out.
What is going on here? Why is the bar going red? Is this guy not doing what he's meant to be doing while we were fighting? Yeah, that's probably what happened. He couldn't deal with defending, probably, which is understandable if that's the first time you've done it. Now, we should lift this Thrax here and he shouldn't pose a threat. Yeah, see, then we can do that for all these other areas, which makes it extremely good for Vobin to, you know, attack these areas. So, as soon as this guy loses his overguard, he's not going to be a threat and we can deal with him accordingly. Yeah, now he's lost his overguard, he's not a threat. I played around with them for a little while, but when I was playing Sirius and Orion Baron, they were in a really terrible position, and I seen how good Jade Star's Constellations was, so I just gave them the Helminth. I think they desperately need a rework and retouch, because when I was playing them, I was getting nothing out of them. I thought they felt extremely weak. But maybe they're better now. I think they've been reworked a little bit now, but I've fed them the Helminth and I am not going to farm them up again because I can't be arsed. The grouping ability was cool. I thought the little grouping star was cool, and that would look really cool on a Nova. But yeah, they're definitely better just as Helminth fodder at this point, in my opinion, because their Helminth ability is really good on some frames. I wonder if everybody's willing to stay or if we're going to leave, because there's quite a shit rewards and stuff. Oh, was that a red crit from my flechette orb there? It's quite rare to see, but it does happen. Turn off these, get these worrying assholes out of the way so they're not anything to worry about. And look at that, 19 million flechette orb. Ridiculous. Violence, do we need to worry about him? No, he's dead. Did the flechette orb kill him? I don't know, but it certainly will. 173 million. That must have been a Banshee sonar. That is fucking ludicrous damage.
Exolyzer spent.
Usually we're hitting up to 10 million roughly per tick, which is nothing to scoff at. But never 173 million. That must have been the Banshee's sonar. Hitting the... I think we're leaving if we're doing the Void Angel. No.
Contamination subsiding.
God, I feel rusty at this game. We still got our beautiful... That's the great thing. Do we still have the 40%? Yeah, we still got the parkour velocity, even though I went down. It's not like that parkour velocity goes away when your Incarn charge if the OBEX goes down, which is really nice. So you got permanent 40% parkour velocity up as soon as you get X amount of kills with the finishers. But it's like one group of people finisher killed and you're golden. Preemptively throw that in, throw down the flechette as well. And look at this, this shouldn't be much of a task here to deal with this guy here. Come back up here, you dick. There we go, he's back up. Yeah, 3.4 million is nothing to scoff at. As soon as that overguard's gone, they're dealt with. Yeah, Aqua's, you know something, Aqua has went from MR0 to whatever he is, MR 30. Aqua has done that 4 times. He's lost accounts 4 times and done this that much. So Aqua is the highest achieving person in Warframe I know. You know, to have went from MR0 to MR30 4 times is insane. And he's also probably the most knowledgeable person in Warframe I know, because he's been here since... Oh, Aqua's been playing Warframe since at least 2012. So, or whenever Warframe came out, what was it, 2014, something, I don't know. Aqua's been playing it since the beginning. So he lost access to his account when I first met him, and we'd been playing for a long time at that point. And then he got it back again, probably around about when you were saying he joined again. Yeah, he's a cool guy. I like Aqua a lot of time for him. Probably the person who played the most Warframe with as well, just because he's really the only consistent level capper in the clan.
Exolyzer suppressed. Purge it before it makes the contamination worse.
He gave me an absolute godly Nautilus Prime Ribbon, Verticalis Prime Ribbon, critical chance, critical damage, and something else. It costs thousands of platinum, and the dude has got so much platinum because all he does is Cascade. He was like, "Here, let me buy you this." I was like, "What? That is insane." So he's always giving me ribbons. I'm always giving him ribbons. Looking out for each other. Get your ass up, Aqua. Oh shit. And look at my overguard gate, and look at that potential from the Hound synergized prospectus. That's why I love the Hound. Did you see that? I was constantly getting overguard back and shield gating before they could really damage me. There's not much other people can get in that position. We'll lock down this area, get rid of that overguard, we should be okay.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Level cap, that's us done it. Time to scan. So time to scan. This is the best way to get your standing. If anybody watching isn't aware, you know, you just scan scan the enemies here, and you get like 5,000 standing per scan. So where's my... Oh shit. Make sure I'm safe. Oh, I need more energy. There we go. So now I'll get myself safe. Scans. Watch this. RW is lifted, apart from this asshole. And we're getting decent scans. affinity reached, and we couldn't really take much damage. So if that's not a reason for you people to glaze Vulpin, I don't know what is, because he is my boy and he will always be my main. Nice and easy. Especially with how rusty and shit I'm doing. It was a nice easy run relatively. Where's our exit? Oh shit.
Exolyzer suppressed. Purge it before it makes the contamination worse. Cascade intensifying.
No new Coda weapons. No, I don't think there has been.
Any casualties you inflict within its field will bring
Where's
the
Aqua? Is it
contamination.
over here? I don't know, I don't think. Oh, there's been a Quanta Vandal. That's new. The Quanta Vandal's new. Tenet Quanta. That's new. And it's not that great. It's not that big of an upgrade. Where's the fucking exit? I'm lost. The Tenet Quanta is the newest one. Oh, Coda Ghoul Saw. Did you see that? The Coda Ghoul Saw. I'm late to leave, so I'll show you these things when I leave. Oh, fuck off. Did he just do that to me? He did. Fucking Acolyte took me right back to here. Where is he?
It's approaching critical levels. Your time is running out.
I can't even get my efficiency up as well because I don't even have energy pods. I've never made them. Right. We're going to do this. We're going to get through this, boys.
Contamination levels going in the wrong direction.
Right, where's my exit? Starting to panic. We got him, lads. The minute that I could have threw down the one there, I got the efficiency to cast all of their abilities. So I knew I just had to get enough energy to cast down the one, get the energy regen, then I would have been alright. Yeah, I need to build some of these for emergencies. So we've done not bad. Done not bad. First time in 3 months. The last level cap I done was 3 months ago. It's on my page, and it was alive with. Get these guys. Does anybody care about getting the potential arcanes here? The last one I done was 3 months ago. As no, but I didn't get it. The door shut, is it? No, it's not shut. Where is everybody? It was Dagus. I done a level cap as Dagus. He was extremely busted. Extremely strong frame. Half the time you play Miss and she's immortal. She's constantly immortal. Well, there's downtime, but most of the time she's immortal. Not bad run. Who was Aqua? Who did he play as?
So we learn the importance of clarity and purpose.
He played as Banshee. Right, what were we talking about? We were talking about, so let's showcase. What did I get there? Shit, I don't want.
Ta-ta, lovelies.
We're talking about the new Incarnants. I'll go show you them. I'll go into the simulacrum and show you these new Incarnants, Habibi. Are there anything to really rant and rave about? I wouldn't say so, but they're alright. Especially the OBEX. I think this is the one that I like the most. So what we've got here. This is the most strong. This is the most busted. This is fucking crazy. This thing here is just a Lex on steroids. This is the setup I'm using. Deadhead's probably overkill. I would probably take Fortifier if I was playing Bob in there. Or swap out Augur Pack to get passive, shields back. So OBEX that, we'll go to Vectis, which is pretty much the weakest. But we can still make it good as Vauban. So let's go into Simulacrum and show off a bit. But it's definitely the OBEX is best on him because like I was showing, we can just group them up quickly. I'll show you this AoE, no plot. I've got a lot of shit I could sell right now. But the AoE on this Olbex is really nice, and we can do it so easily with Vauban as well, which is good. It was hitting 2.1 billion with Valkyr, but I think they patched it. I think it was doing 8,000% finisher damage at first. So this is the evolutions I'm using, which is insane. Just the best stat stick for movement now. And that. So, you know, you want to use this sort of mods that look funny. You don't need influence. You could go corrosive. You could go whatever you want. It'd definitely be better. There's just the potential to have that if I need to do it. But all you really care about is this, that, critical damage, a bit of attack speed for faster finishers. A Riven, if you could get it, would be nice. Ballistica, just an insane Lex Prime, basically, set up. Vectis here, not the best, because it does cold damage. This is going to do blast, because it's got cold here, so it'll be blast magnetic here. I've got not the best build. But if I'm using it with Vauban, it doesn't really matter how it's set up because we're still going to kill everything relatively easy. So, you know, if we get a bit of vital, slow that down there. So that's the sort of thing it's doing that, see? But the minute we throw down, look at this fucking dog. But the minute we do something like this, we use the one ability, that turns it into what we would want it to be, which would be an AoE monster. We throw down the one. We get the one on somebody. Where is it? The one. I know then you can't just AoE kill everything, because we're relying on Vauban's first augment to make it actually a good weapon. You know what I mean? That's what we're really relying on here. So Vauban can lift enemies and we can make it a good weapon through him. But that's really the best way to play it as Vauban, is to lift enemies like that. Now when we're talking about the Ballistica, this thing is off the fucking scale. So we'll get a bit of priming in him because it's multiplicative, and then let's look at the damage this thing does. Look at these numbers. We'll hit hundreds of millions with it. 245 million. And then it creates a lot of ghosts. The lifted just makes the headshots easier. The important part is Vauban's first augment. See how they're getting this mark above their head? So that is causing an AoE explosion. That's what's making the Vectis good. This Tesla bank here. That's what's making the Vectis strong. It's basically Calervos 3. That's all it basically is. That's what's making the Vectis then become good, because, you know, we can AoE kill with it. So that augment's going to essentially make any gun good, see? Any gun's going to become good with that. See, if they're pulled together like this, we can't headshot them and get the little extra effect that it does. It's like an AoE of cold. So that's kind of why you want them to be lifted with Vauban and then use as one as well. Like this is, so if we get a body shot, look, it doesn't do much. But then when we get a headshot, we can get that AoE of cold everywhere. But really we just care about the one augment, and then we kill big groups. So Ballistica, as you've seen, it's just an absolute behemoth of a gun. Bit of priming, get into incarnate mode and look at it. Multi-millions, insane damage. You know, just ridiculous levels of fucking damage. And then you're AoE killing people with that. Does it work with Scourge and its headshot effect? What's that? Vauban. What works with Scourge? You can use the Scourge to force Flechette Orb to headshot. Yeah, you can do that. That makes Flechette Orb damage always headshot. You know, which is insane. You know, instead of it doing the decent damage it's going to do right now here, you know, look at that. We'll soon get orange crits, right? But the damage here will scale at level cap. As you've seen, it was going in the millions. But if we get this Scourge and throw the Scourge down, we can make that headshot, so it does a lot more damage. So if I pull out the Scourge, we can then make it the Flechette headshot. What's this build look like? I haven't looked at this in a while. Okay, good ribbon. So now we can make our Flechette's headshot with the Scourge. So throw these dudes down. So I believe we throw this down first. Now they'll all headshot, then we'll lift them. We get our vital, then we throw down Flechette. Now they'll all be headshots, I believe. Yeah, look at the numbers, it's a lot better, see. So that Flechette orb should be hitting them in the head, if I'm not wrong, yeah. So that's quite an interesting little interaction we can do. So what the Vect is what the Ballistica are. So the Obex, look at this. This is why I'm loving the Obex so much. So we don't have any parkour velocity just now. Look at this. We pull these dudes in, right? We'll get to 6 combo very quick. Now we're at 6 combo, right? Now watch the AoE potential we have now. We'll activate the 1. We've got AoE now. Boom, everybody's dead. And now we have 37.5 parkour velocity instantly. Now we've got 40% parkour velocity for the rest of the mission the whole time. Just brutal. So that's what I'm always going to be using all the time with Bobbin. Distressa, is it good? Quite good. Why? Because again we're relying on the heavy lifting from Bobbins. Grouping, and there's 1 for AoE potential. Now we've got AoE potential with heavy attack, and look at that. It shoots out a wave of little daggers, see? But that in turn makes it quite good. But again, we're relying on the heavy lifting of that and the augment. Just nuking everything. Throw the 1 down. And everybody just explodes. Nothing to scoff at, good damage. Right, Stug. Now, what have we got set up here? Won't cast. Oh, we've got to put Fortifier on it because we can get overguard through it. But I think the best way to run this would be Cascade Flare. Yeah, that would be the best way. Now, this is going to do great AoE because we can, again, abuse that system I just showed there. But is the Stug that great? It's average. Now, the damage is nothing to scoff at. Stats are pretty good. But no, when we mix it in with this, oh, we need energy. Throw down the 1. So now we've got our AoE potential in the Stug because that guy's got that white mark in him. The 1, they all die. But as for it just as a damage gun on its own, it's okay. See, it shoots these little balls out that bounce around. It's okay, but again, all the new incarnates work extremely well in Bobbin because we can either use grouping or lifting for heavy headshots. And then the Obex, we can get our easy finishers. So I think he really shines with the new incarnates better than most frames. But that's no damage to scoff at, as you can see the Stug's doing pretty crazy damage. So Novectus we went over, Ballistica went over, Stug went over, Distressa, Obex, that's them all. We've got Cool Saw, that's quite good. What if we got it set up as? You know, influence, usual shit, nothing interesting here. But if we give it to somebody like Excalibur, right? And we give Excalibur his 3rd augment. Look at this multiplicative buff to all damage we can do now. So, summon these dudes in. So now we've got 410% multiplicative buff. Is it? No, 308, 400, no, where is it? 410% Furious Javelin buff. The damage in this will be crazy. So yeah, this can be quite good. But like I was saying before, you know, I don't know how much you dudes know about Excalibur, but Excalibur is absolutely busted. Yeah, that's the limiting thing of it, is it? Yeah, the stance is pretty shit. But look at this potential with Excalibur here. You know, if we summon these dudes in, right? And we won't have some vital, actually. Let me get this dude out. Where is he? I'm using Wrathful Advance here when I really shouldn't be. I should just be using Nourish, because that's probably the best in slot for him right now. But this Excalibur is just insane. The damage potential we have with him. That. Now we've got a multiplicative buff of that, and then we're chaining invincibility. So, you know, if we do this and we unpause these dudes. So, that, then this, then this. Just everything dies and we're invincible. It's really busted. Just like this. You know, look at the influence procs. Just everything dies while we chain invincibilities, which is just ridiculous. I need to get them. I don't even think I have them scanned. You know, we're invincible while the whole room explodes and dies. And at level cap, it's no different. You know, I'm just running about at level cap, effortlessly mowing down people like this. This dudes have level cap health. Let me get them in. Where are they? These dudes have level cap health. These ones, this here is level cap health enemies. They've got the same health as a level cap heavy gunner, I think. Oh, look at that. Just insane damage. Absolutely insane damage. That's what we're going to do to level cap rooms of people. Millions. Absolute millions. But the same goes for fucking anybody, really, with this sort of setups. Like, let's look at our VOB and let's look at our potential with the Flechette Orb against level cap health enemies here. Take this out, take that out, yeah. We've seen how it did in level cap there, but to look at it realistically here, if we do this, we throw down that, get our vital, throw down our 4, pull them in so we're not armor stripping them, and throw down that. So they've got no armor strip. Just ability only is chewing through them really easily. And then, you know, if we throw in some AoE potential with the first ability, as soon as one of these dudes die, the whole room of people with health will show the sort of level of health they've got if we kill them. I'll do a green, like, million damage number. What was that, 6.5 million detonation of damage? So most people in level cap are going to die effortlessly there. Varuna. I have glazed Varuna far too much. This is the best in slot on Varuna. This is insane. Electric, gas, magnetic, vital, all of it. Just fucking insane. AoE stack with range. Who's AoE? Robin's one. Yeah, that augment stacks with range, yeah. And I've already got big range in it. So, you know, if you've got one of them there with that marker on them, then one of them there with that marker on them, and one of them there with that marker on them, there'll be AoE potential in all them areas. So let's see what the AoE potential is on that. I think I got max range here, I think. No, I took a bit of range off it, but, you know, look at that. So that's going to be an 18-meter radius explosion of millions damage, and you can have 4 of them active. So, you know, if we've got dudes all over the room like this, watch. But yeah, kind of, the AI can be a bit annoying. So if we stick one here, look, and then if we go over here and stick one here, and then we kill this dude here, and then we kill this dude here, it should just kill the whole big group easily. Get a bit of armor strip to make this a bit faster, but you'll see that the AoE will be huge. Yeah, so You know, just one of them on one enemy will be enough. Just one of them. So we've got one of them on now. We've only got one active. This should kill the whole group when he dies. No, I didn't pull him over. I'll do it in a better way like this. I'll show it a bit better. So if I throw one down here, and this dude, he's the only one with it on him. As soon as he dies, the whole group should just explode. If the Hound doesn't do it first. Come on, fuck, hurry up. What is going on? Why is this not working? Oh, the thing ended, that's why, right? Okay. So, it's on this dude here. Right, fuck this, I'll reset it. Right. No pets. So, prime example of how we can do it. The quickest way to show the damage potential of this is this. So we pull out the trusty best gun in the game. Throw one of these down. Get a bit of priming on them. So yeah, just nuked everybody. As long as they're within decent enough range, you know. He's got barely any health left, so you know, if we shoot him, it's going to do a big remaining damage health number on him. But we're lacking fire rate here, and that's what we're really lacking for the starter to shine right now. So we got a bit of priming in, we can really make this gun shine now. So we throw down one of these, just on one person. Where is it? Who's the prime guy? Where is it? Where's the fucking ball? There we go, it's up in this dude here. So he's got a bit of priming in him now. And then, you know, the more you go on, obviously the better AoE you're going to do. You want the 4 on. And then the minute that you kill one of these dudes, just the whole group explodes, see? Well, it really turns any weapon into an AoE weapon, see? Which is really nice. You can take like the most mundane shit weapon and make it AoE. I like using the Tonker with it, it's quite funny because you've already got great AoE, but then you're just increasing it by quite a decent amount. So we throw out all 4, and we just tonk this dude to death. And once we get one group dead, you know, and we get our stocks in the Tonker, it's just easy to just chill and kill everybody. We've got Tonker stocks now? I think we do. Oh, there's a Hound in it. So yeah, you get a crazy AoE potential with this Augment and a Hound together. So if we go on a mission, we'll just constantly see that happening. As long as it's not level cap, you know, that's just going to be going off all the time between the 2 AoEs. So let's take Stuggy. Let's see what we got on. I'll take my Distress out to... Oh, what was I talking about? I was talking about Varuna with this weapon on Varuna is brutal. What have I got on here? Oh, that's because it's not set up. It's the Varuna Prime we're looking for. This was honestly the most fun I had for a long time. This Varuna setup with this here. This does something crazy when we kill with the mecha set. I don't know what's going on, but it's crazy. this is my go-to and most fun I have with Varuna. There's claws here. Varuna can also use Vauban's first augment for even more AoE, which is quite funny. So, this is what I want to use. So this, invisible, jump on one enemy, one hit with this, and the influence gas AoE potential with the Geovistus is just insane. Oh, I put the larva on her. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, that was to show Nidus's larva, see how it worked. So we'll group them up. And we can do AoE, toxin damage, but that was just testing purposes. Where's Nidus? Nidus is in a really fun position right now. I think I put Jade Constellations in Nidus. Oh, a heap of messages came through right now from Baron. I didn't see them on YouTube. Must have been a delay in all the messages coming through. I'll go look at them now, folks. Because people could have been writing and I didn't even know what you were writing. It's coming through. I'll go look at them. I'll have a look now. Oh, what's that of the Medjay parasite? Right. The Medjay is this weird fucking augment here. This, basically, it's like a Nidus's larva attaches to them. And if they die while it's attached to them, look at that, 100% of accumulated damage, viral damage, plus 40% damage if the enemy dies while it's latched to them. So it's 140% damage if they're latched onto it. If they're not latched on, it's just 100% damage. But and paired with this infectious bite, 200% finisher damage, in the mecha set, there's something funny goes on here where you do insane levels of damage with your dog. That was the mods, and then this is that if anyone wants to copy it and try it out. That was for the Varuna I was running. But let's go over this Nidus. So this Nidus has got Jade Constellation. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Jade Stars, that's it. So this is heat damage paired with the Larva Burst, which is doing toxin damage. And then we've got these toxin shards here. It can become quite interesting. So let's look at the levels of toxin damage we can do now. We're going to want some viral. So we're going to take this bad boy, get viral up the whole room. And then look at this toxin dots we do. This is hilarious. So Nidus is immortal. You've got no worries about survival with Nidus. So let's just cast this, pull them all up, detonate it. Not that great damage yet, but when we start to pull more enemies together, detonate it, they're all dead. Toxin dots into hundreds of thousands. Look at that. You need to get big groups of enemies to successfully do good, reliable damage with it, though. See, it didn't do that great damage there. So if we get, you know, the likes of these dudes in, right? And then detonate it. Oh, great toxin damage, look at that. See you later. Take care, Milton. So that can become quite funny. And you know, if we work it in with the Jade Constellations, right? Then we do this. Your heat and toxin dot in them. Look at that. So you can just run around detonating that. Heat toxin dots. Which nothing can really survive. You got the viral too. Now we can make the damage a lot stronger. How? Because we are Nidus and we can go boom like that, group these people up, and then now we're doing heat damage, and then we're detonating insane toxin dots. Is that 1 million? I think that was 1 million there. It's quite funny. But you know, you need to have decent grouped enemies up to upkeep the strength of that toxin. That's the problem. Then the toxin dots are good. See, they all just basically died from that. But yeah, Nidus is in a fantastic position right now. I absolutely love him. Even if we're not talking just abilities, you know, if we're just talking Nidus with pure survival potential right now. What was that I had on here? Persistence, bellicose, right? That was strength. If I drop that and I put grace on, we're losing strength too. But you know, if I take off this and I give me like that, and you know, something like right. So my Nidus was healing through the Panzer. If I take something that's not going to heal me at all now, this isn't going to heal me unless it's got Medi-Ray in it. It doesn't, no. So I'm not going to get any passive healing from this. We're just going to rely on Arcane Grace and the percentage of health we have. Connecting to our ally as well. So if I just quickly get this all up here and then I'll unpause these guys, the levels of survivability we have is absolutely insane. Well, let's get this stacked up to, what is it, 200 maybe? And the damage potential here is nothing to scoff at either, to be fair. And look at the dots, you know, and now we're getting our strength up. And then, you know, if we connect to one of these dudes, look at our health, 16,000 health. Look at the health going up. Go overguard. Toxin dots into the millions. And now we're fully stacked. So if I can connect to hounds and connect to the Moas. Can't connect to this companion. But you know, if I patch to this guy, right, then I unpause these people. Look at the damage. We'll out heal it quicker than they can really damage us because we've got such a high level of health here. Our percentage is really high. Now, Dirigus froze everybody. So watch when Arcane Grace kicks in. And CD, it should be immortal. Come on, hurry up. Right, fuck it, we'll get the Xmas in. We'll give it the proper pressure test that it needs. So, in CD here, we should be immortal if they take our health down fast enough. Come on. This must have been the slowest time I ever go. And watch our health. Look at our regening. We're regening faster than it can damage us. That's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. And then if they ever do, like, I'll disconnect. If I disconnect I can't disconnect it. But you know, if we disconnect and we lose it, we just instantly re-heal to full health every time we connect to a new guy. He's taking all the status effect damage as well. So you know, we're heat dotting these guys now. Now pull this in. Heat dotting them. And look at that, we lost health, and now our health's come back up again. Look at that. They can't really do anything to us. We're immune. Now they put the Jade Light in us, and look at this. Look at our health with the Jade Light. It's all going onto that guy there. This is just ludicrous. So, you know, people that are giving Nidus like something like 10k, like 100k health, he doesn't need it. If you're at 20k health, that's more than enough. You will never die. And then, if you ever do die, you lose 15 stacks, and you get the stacks back within seconds. There's nothing to worry about. So, he's in a fantastic position with his rework. Now, if we go and do something like this, watch this. We go and change this and we take out our hound, we can now give our hound an insane level of health. Where's the hound? I can't even find him. Where is he? He's went down, that's what's happening. So connect our hound. Connected him? Yeah, I'm connected. Hound's back up now, and then look at the sort of levels of health our hound should have now. And we're getting overguard passively from the hound too, you see that? It's just an extra layer of survivability that we don't really need. And the hound's at 5,000 health now. We'll get up a lot higher though. We can heal the hound instantly by just giving a few hits as well. Giving the hound overguard, and in turn he gives us overguard too, which is hilarious. So it's a hound at 6,000 health. Now if you had the Helmuth Charger, you can get even higher health. Just ungodly levels. So, pretty funny that you can run around with hounds this much health now. You just kind of chill here, group them up, let the hound kill everything. So Nidus is in a fantastic fun position. Now, who else was I toying around with the Jade Stars? I can't remember who it was. There was somebody else I was playing Jade Stars with. Maybe it was Oberon, I can't remember. Did I do Oberon lately? Did I do something with him? No, I didn't. There was somebody I was playing around with the Jade Stars with. Who was it? I done Vauban, who can use the Jade Stars. Okay, Neja, that's somebody. Zephyr as well because of tornadoes, but none of these people I felt like shined that well. Now with Jade Stars in them, and it should scale the damage. You know, look at this. 251 heat dots on that person, which will all spread in turn to the next person too. So quite good damage. So pretty crazy levels. So we can definitely nuke with it. I think it would be better though with the likes of this. If we're going to be using Jade Stars, this sort of thing. The damage is okay. Don't know if it's better than Dante's damage that he can do with it though. But it's definitely some sort of fun, different thing to try, I suppose. $1.4 million. If you were like put Jade Stars on one of these dudes, then killed him, I think that heat would spread to everybody. I mean, you can see that the heat's spreading quite reliably and well. I just don't know if it would replace my typical way I would play Nezha. Now with Zephyr and Octavia, that's two people that can use the Jade Stars quite well. So if we, pull out Zephyr here, Jade Stars, and then, the first enemy that you shoot will spread that Jade Stars around everybody, I think. Yeah, the heat's going on them all, see? 30 heat dots. So, look at that, the heat's just going on everybody through Zephyr's tornadoes. Is it that good damage? It's okay. It's okay damage, as we can see. It's just, I suppose it could be a good way to start Hotshot, but you would never need that. Because why would you need Hotshot on Zephyr when she's already doing insane damage? It's just... But Octavia is an interesting one to use Jade Stars with. Octavia's got her mallet, so that scales the damage quite well here. If I go invisible, Jade Stars, mallet, amplify the damage. Watch this. Look at the heat. The heat on everybody is just crazy. Everybody is just getting burned to madness. So if we keep that up, the mallet's doing crazy damage. As they attack the mallet, it's doing more and more damage. The Jade Star's heat's ramping up, and we've got Octavia's 4 as well. I can't remember how this works with the Eximus though. As you can see, you can kind of just that'll play the game for you. You can just hide invisible while they shoot the mallet and they scale that heat damage up and the mallet's damage up. Which is quite funny. I can't think of who else we could really use Jade Stars on, or who else I was trying it with. Oh, this was my fun Lavos build that I spoke about. Where is it? And this is just brutal. It's Anti-Magistar. Don't need anything else. I suppose we could take that. We'll take... Now with the Sancti Magistar, got health tank Lavos here. Watch this. So, get these dudes in. Well of life. Past that. Look at our health. Look at our combo. Now, if we imbue it with electric. Where's electric here? Oh shit. We imbue it with electric? Yeah, we did. Now our health's up. Well of life up. Several wells of life up. And look at that. Just insane. One more of these dudes in. Well, of life's up. Well, it should be up. 10 of these dudes. 10 of these dudes. Couple of while of life's up. And we shouldn't be able to really die now in the city. Slam. And the health's back up. Crazy. Well, time for me to go. Family duties. It was good, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye bye.